Let me introduce our next guests here today. Judi Hines is campaign manager for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society here in New Mexico. And welcome, Judi, first of all.
Thank you.
And you brought the man of the year with you.
I did.
Wow, Billy, this is pretty heady stuff. Billy Gupton is here. You are the man of the year with this organization.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that. What does that mean?
Sure. So Leukemia and Lymphoma Society does a, nationally and then locally does a 10-week challenge where you have 10 weeks to raise as much money as you can for the organization, and whatever man and woman raise the most for the cause in 10 weeks is the man and or woman of the year. So.
And you raised how much?
I raised just over $57,000, which is a new record. The previous record was $36,000 raised in 10 weeks, and so.
That's amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
And
Okay.
Billy was a part of a class of candidates that were vying for this title, and they set a record as a class as well, so over $120,000 raised in 10 weeks.
Yeah.
And that's in 10 weeks.
Yes.
What's your secret? How'd you do that?
He's well connected.
Yeah, that helped. It was a few things. It was being well connected and knowing people, but I really feel like it was the cause. I was surprised how many people that I called that had such personal stories that were connected to the organization in some way, either their cousin or a family member or a friend of a family who had passed away or who had leukemia at some point in their life. So that was first, and then the second was I really set myself out to do events that I felt like I could really get the community behind and could raise money without having to just strictly call on my friends and family to write checks.
Right. And tell us a little bit about some of those events you had.
Sure. So I had 4 breweries or four beer places that did kind of like a Billy beer, or donated $1 of each beer back to the cause, and that was Broken Bottle, Bosque Brewing, Nexus, and then Santa Fe Brewing actually donated a quarter of each of their 6-packs of their seasonal beer back to my campaign as well. So that was kind of a good way to get the community involved, and then as well I did an event at Casa Esencia and a pool party out at Hard Rock. So.
Yeah.
Some fun stuff.
I gotta start hanging out with this guy. That sounds like a whole lot of fun. What do you do in your real life?
In my real job, I work at Merrill Lynch. Assuming I still have a job after all this campaigning, I was gone a lot. But I was grateful for my team and for my organization. They had a lot of support behind me and were there to help me along the way. So it went really well.
Right.
Fantastic.
And
so the outcome for you guys, pretty good.
It was wonderful. It was a record-setting year, and what's wonderful about this particular campaign, our mission is to cure blood cancer and to provide support for patients in New Mexico. And knowing someone like Billy, who is so well connected, and the other candidates as well, really increases awareness in the community, so more people know about us. So this opportunity this morning is wonderful because we want patients in New Mexico to know that we're here, that we're able to provide support, whether it's financial or otherwise, and this just increases that awareness, and we can help more people. So it's a great outcome.
And that's one of the greatest things. You probably receive a lot more people who are volunteering, donating funds, just because, oh, hey, you're donating for this or you're working for this, and you reach a wider audience. So that's really great. So tell us a little bit about some other events that is going on with Leukemia and Lymphoma.
So we're always very busy. There's always opportunities to get involved. The next big event that we have, we're hosting our inaugural golf tournament. It's called Links for Leukemia, and it will be out at the Tanawan Country Club Golf Course. August 12th. Okay. And then after that, we will have our Light the Night Walk, which is probably our largest fundraising event for the year. This year, the Pit is hosting for us, and we're really excited about the new venue and to connect with Lobo Athletics. And it's a walk unlike any other. It's in the evening. It's not a fitness event, so it's an opportunity for friends and family to gather together, raise some funds, have a great time, increase awareness. It's going to be pet-friendly this year, and that will be October 17th. So we're busy.
Yeah,
we're busy.
You sound busy.
One event after another. How did you attract guys like Billy and his cohorts to get involved in this? And I guess what I'm asking, Billy, is what's your story connecting back here?
Sure. So there's a few. The funny part of the story was last year. I've had a few friends that have ran and won for Woman of the Year over the last 2 years, and so I'd gone last year to support the gala event, and at that event, they'd asked if anybody was interested or possibly interested in learning more to please stand, and there's probably 400 or 500 people in the room. And I'm sitting with my friends like, you should just stand, you should stand. And I'm like, I'm not going to stand. And they asked me to stand, so I stand, assuming that probably 10 or 15 other people stood, and I was the only one that stood up in the room. And so it made it easy for Judi to kind of hone in on me.